Hello everybody! In those videos I'm going to speak about the characteristics of the 12 zodiac signs to inspire you to think about the signs through mythological and other stories. Sorry, I'm repeating this introduction in each video. Each of us has his own individual story which he co-creates. We can interpret it by using mythical stories and fairy tales. Our individual life story corresponds with the concrete archetype as Jungian psychology names it, and we find those in the works of art as well. Please do not try to understand those stories in a pure intellectual way, but more intuitively. There are many symbolic works of art that correspond with your sign, and I have selected only a few of them. In the videos, I'm going to recommend a book to read, movie to watch, painting, music that you can use to meditate, if you wish to understand people around you or to gain self-knowledge. So let's now speak about Leo sign. If you have Sun, Moon, Ascendant in Leo, or perhaps many other planets in this sign, or in the 5th astrological house, then what I'm going to talk about will work for you. Leo must discover his big creative potential deep within himself in order to develop it during his lifetime and to enjoy it. So the subject is inner creative potential and self-realization, that is also sometimes called love. In many of her books, Liz Green associates the sign of Leo with the Percival, the main character of the medieval German epos that tells the story of the long quest for the Holy Grail. The legend was very popular in the Middle Age in the Western European countries. So, what kind of character is Percival? He was a courageous young man who grew up only with his mother. One day he saw 3 knights in the forest who impressed him so strongly by their nobleness that he decided to become one of them. Nevertheless, he did not become an ordinary knight. He achieved much more. After he managed to resolve many painful challenges, he became the king of the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail itself is a stone or a cup and has special magic power that brings immortality to a man who looks at it. That's what Percival was aiming for, nothing less than that. Well, it is quite fascinating that astrological Leos often don't have a father or have to solve the question of a father within themselves, or they look for a spiritual father or a solar principle in themselves. Leo always asks him, "Who am I?" And some of them find the answer. Unfortunately, some, not all. Leo often lives what he has. I wanted to say Leo often live away what he has known and what he had in order to achieve something greater. He always dreams about bigger and happier future, and to achieve that, he makes a lot of sacrifices. He always wants to be bigger, better, and more successful. He is a real hero he is a real hero who has the biggest aims, meaning he is a little bit different from Aries sign, because Aries sign likes the adventure of its own sake, while Leo has to reach something. Every Leo feels that he is chosen by God, which is often hard for those who are around him to accept. If Leo cannot easily persuade others that he is chosen, He will sing and dance, make some sort of a scena, and act at home. Some of them are even professional actors. But the thing is that he should never do things only because he needs the applause, yeah? But to express his real inner potential. As all other fire signs, as I mentioned already, Aries and Sagittarius also, Leo does not have a clear connection to his own body and practical matters generally. On the other side of Leo is Aquarius, who is a collective and social sign with no understanding for the needs of the individual as Leo is. It is a matter of survival for each Leo to recognize with himself some of the Aquarian qualities. That's why Aquarius is his ideal partner, or someone who has many planets in Aquarius sign. It is important to know that each of us has Leo in at least one area of his life. To understand the Leo sign better, please have a look at the film named Le Roi Danse. In English, The King is Dancing. It is about self-realization through art. The movie presents the contrast between the light and darkness of the king and the musician in a very interesting way. And then this contrast between the light and darkness is obvious in each of them as well. Most of the easygoing summery musicals or sunny summery movies are also very much Leo-like. The animated kids film, The Lion King, is of course a typical story of the king who is chosen but has to fight for his own light. That's all about Leo. If you wish to learn more about yourself, please order personal consultation or attend one of my seminars of personal growth that are created on the basis of astro-psychology. All information are on the web pages of the Studio Well Balance. If you like the video, please do not forget to subscribe. That will help me a great deal. Looking forward to seeing you soon, and until next time, wish you the awakening of your true self.